building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Right, 97. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we
3
go.
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. And that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some space here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready. Go.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a big force of completion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum. That forces them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll look to throw here. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jabari Zuniga drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 now. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. That's some good, hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 5. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and they'll get him down here at the 23. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Taylor. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that will be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Second and 13. Over the middle here to Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second and 1. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Here we go, second.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Here we go.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Ready?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll drop to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. from the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's got room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 70 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Quick slant to Brown. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Tackle made there by Budda Baker. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the move to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On third down, they're going to run for it here. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.